We are back, baby. We are back. All right, so welcome to Bold Broadcasting. This is a trending news kind of show. I'm not really sure. We haven't found ourselves. We don't know what identity
I
we.
found myself. I don't know about you. What you got?
Oh yeah, what do you?
I'm strong, man.
You're strong.
Strong?
Strong. Yeah.
Wrong.
Not that strong.
Very strong.
No, you not.
I can lift
You
right
weak.
Okay.
So today we got a packed show. We got a lot of stuff going on. A lot to talk about. We're going to start about with Jack Doherty. He got in a car accident. Well, talk about that in a moment. But also, Tesla has been all over mainstream news. Their Optimus robot. They got taxis, minivans, bartenders. The whole thing is getting out of control. Are we here at Judgment Day for Terminator, right? I mean, I feel like they are starting to slowly take over. Also, we got Biden's administration has been dropping the ball at these press conferences lately as well.
No way.
And then we have the return of the meme minute. And so the collection of the funniest memes that I could find and our team could find this week as well. So a lot to unpack there. But encourage you in the chat to participate and drop a comment. Let us know what you think as well. So we'd love to incorporate all of that. I want to start this thing off.
Yeah.
You know who Jack Doherty is? Do you know who Jack Doherty is?
No.
Jack Doherty. So he is the. Let me see if I can Google him first.
He's a personality.
I might know him. Maybe I don't.
So he always has. He has the bodyguard so he's always like messing around with people in public, and then he just hides behind his bodyguard. His bodyguard is always like flexing on people. So it's this dude right here. You know this guy?
I've probably seen him. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, he
It's pretty annoying.
he is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But anyways, he crashes his $200,000 McLaren custom built
Dumbass.
while streaming and gets banned for life from Kick. So
An idiot.
here, I'll go into details here, but here's Jack Doherty driving his McLaren. So here, I'll just play this.
He looks 12.
He does look
Look,
12.
over here texting in a rainy road in California, driving a McLaren. Do I got sound on this thing? Is my sound on? Oh, sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the sound here working. Yeah, I should have sound. They're not coming through.
A dumbass. What an idiot.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking shit.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Brand new
Oh my
McLaren.
God.
So looking down, texting, gasses it,
Holy fuck.
throttles it in a McLaren on a wet road while texting, throttles it on a freeway. Like, I mean, what do you expect is going to happen, man? So this prompted, because he streamed this live, Kick. So he's really popular on Kick, obviously on YouTube as well, but they banned him for life. Because he was texting, streaming the fact that he's driving, texting all at the same time.
What an idiot,
So,
bro. What if you had
That's
another
very
what if you had
stupid.
another car? You know?
Yeah.
Little kids in that car.
Yeah, he's fortunate, man. Those cars are not they're hand built to drive fast. They're not hand built to survive
A crash.
like car accidents. Like he's extremely fortunate. He just simply hit a guardrail. If it would have been anything else, he'd had another car. That would have been it, bro. That would have been the end of his career.
Should he have gotten banned for life though?
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Ashley?
I just think it's stupid. But what is Kick?
It's
Like an up and coming Twitch.
Yeah, it's a streaming platform. It has a
So
large.
is it like mainly like kids watching him?
Yeah.
Well, then that makes sense.
No.
Do you agree? He should have gone banned for life?
I don't like the dude, so I don't like to see him on there. But no, I don't.
Fair
think,
enough.
I don't think he should have been banned for life. I'm not
What
at all
about
like
get
up in
the
arms.
driver license removed forever and kick for whatever. That's the punishment. You have an accident in a freeway, you get banned from Kick or whatever platform. That's a punishment for today kids.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
well, also,
But I also
You know how
don't
much
think
he
a
makes. He
driver's
kills
license can-
somebody. You're responsible. You should be getting your driver's license off for life.
No,
No,
I
your
don't think
kick
that getting
out.
your driver's license taken away for a car accident is.
No, because no, you have a you have
Yeah, okay, what if-
you were filming that you were texting while driving. It's like being impaired. It's like being
so
drunk.
if
it's
he
against
was
the law,
if he was
so-
drinking beer while
Yeah.
driving
What happened?
and he crashed, should he have gotten banned?
Absolutely, yes.
I don't know if the ban for life on a social media platform, so to say, like a streaming platform.
But he uses
Like,
somebody else. He uses somebody else business.
Yeah, well,
That's what it is.
X wouldn't have banned him, don't you? What do you think? You think X would have banned him?
No, but I get it. You know, here's the thing too. Like Kick, what they've been doing is they've been paying these creators a lot of money to sign deals to exclusively stream on their
Yeah.
platform, and so I get it.
I guess it's more of a partner than
Yeah,
they just happen to be streaming on
Right.
there,
And, you know, maybe they don't want him associated with their brand, especially if they're geared more towards kids. But, you know, a ban for life is a pretty.
That guy should be arrested. I'm telling you. No,
That
He
I
should-
agree.
yeah,
he
I
should
agree.
be
Yeah,
arrested. I
yeah.
agree with that. But I'm saying banned from creating content? I don't know.
I
don't-
will say that kids are dumb and make dumb mistakes, and that was a dumb mistake. I don't know. I feel like
I mean, he's also going to pay, obviously he loses a $250,000 car. He's probably going to get some fines, I'm sure, right? But
his
I mean, those are
insurance is gonna skyrocket. Like I've totaled a car. Like, come on.
You have?
Yes.
were you texting and driving on a wet road?
No, I
Screaming?
wasn't doing that.
drinking
I wasn't
beer.
doing
And
all that.
screaming
No,
and then
no, no.
decided to gas it?
But I have totaled a car, and I mean, I don't
So,
know.
you know what?
My insurance went up for 3 years.
We are making a business decision. Ashley, you are banned for life. Sorry, you have to leave.
like that's just stupid.
Yeah. No, I agree. There definitely should be, but it should be from a legal side.
Let me.
Yeah.
Again, it's their kicks. It's their business, so if they want to ban it.
I want to get y'all's opinion on this one, though. All right, you ready?
Okay.
It was 1982.
remember that day.
McDonald's dropped the hardest cap of all time, 1982. I mean, tell me you wouldn't wear this,
In
right?
1982, man, I was still in my dad's balls. So
I
don't
mean,
remember this,
like,
but
tell me that ain't a sick ass hat, bro.
wow, that is such a not a sick hat.
Also, do you know what I saw yesterday driving down the road?
What? A Burger King hat.
No, they had the Big Mac on the Las Vegas Sphere. The whole Sphere was a Big Mac.
You know how much it costs?
$250,000.
$600,000 for a week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man.
The emojis are my favorite. You know, they have the emojis
Yeah.
on the sphere.
They had the whole Big Mac. Shoot, man. I was hoping I was going to
Was
see
it a
here.
Big Mac or was it just a hamburger?
Maybe it was a hamburger. It looked like a Big Mac. I saw the sesame seed. I saw
A Big Mac is very distinct.
It was a
very
Big Mac for sure.
distinct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll pull up on X if I try to pull it up here. Let me see. Big Mac Sphere. Yeah, I was driving down the road and it got me. There it is. Look at this. Look at this.
That's pretty cool.
That wasn't. That's.
You know,
Big
I wonder with the Optimus robot if you can turn him into, if he can like morph into like a Big Mac. You know,
It's not a Transformers. What are you talking about?
be kind of cool. All I'm saying is it'd be kind of cool. Now the real question is, when you drove by and saw it, did you stop at McDonald's and get a Big Mac?
No.
Then their advertising did not work.
But they also had a Chicken Mac. So this was another content creator. I forget who it was.
A Chicken Mac?
Yeah, so it's a chicken Big Mac. So
That's disgusting.
instead of it being beef patties,
Yeah, we get it.
I
It's
understand what a chicken
Yeah, we
Mac
understand
would
that.
be.
You-
but this is someone's like signature. You ever saw who was it had their own meal come out on McDonald's? Y'all ever catch? It was the dude Travis Scott. He had
Yeah, yeah,
he had his
yeah.
own meal come out. Someone else came out with the Big Mac chicken sandwich.
You guys ever have a McGangbang?
A
A
who?
what?
A McGangbang is when you put the Big Mac with the spicy chicken sandwich and you put them together.
I didn't know that had a name.
That didn't have a name.
My
but
brain
now I
went
want
somewhere
one.
completely different. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
Mm.
But yeah, just leave the Big Mac alone. You know, it's a classic.
Okay.
sensitive about the Big Mac. To leave the Big Mac alone, but you can put pineapple in my pizza.
Hey, Rocco, some things
Yeah,
are just meant to be,
Big
man. You need
Mac.
to
You
get
know
over
what?
that. You
Pineapple
need to
on
get over that,
pizza
all right?
is good. It is
Pineapple
what
on
it
pizza is
is.
good. It belongs.
Sorry.
Big Mac's on pizza, now that's a different
No,
conversation.
What about
pineapple? I should put a
anchovies?
pineapple in a
No,
Big
anchovies
Mac.
Anchovies are
are
awful.
disgusting.
Let's put a
A
pineapple.
little bit of
You get
anchovies.
the
in
white Spanish anchovies are pretty good.
No,
Now, the
no,
ones that come
no.
out of the can, they have at the pizza restaurants, they're usually the salty
Anchovies
ones.
belongs a little bit in a Caesar salad dressing.
Listen, you
That's
don't
it.
know anything about anchovies. You can eat raw. The bocarones, the one he referred, the white anchovies.
Yeah, the
are
white anchovies,
best
they're
anchovies you can-
expensive.
Yeah,
they're like
not
they're like
bad.
$100.
Yeah.
To get a little tin like this. They got them
don't
all
sell in the
layered. They
city.
got
You
them
know,
fanned out.
I was starting to build up my appetite when we're talking about Big Macs, and now that's gone with the anchovies.
Yeah,
So,
let's put some anchovies and pineapple in the Big Mac.
What?
Delicious.
All right.
Someone said it was the first time that they heard Chase.
What
speak
is this show
about
come to?
gangbang?
Yeah. Yeah, the first thing
Chase's
Chase
first-
says is
first
"I can't
words spoken on air is
It's old broadcasting, baby. We in this.
I'm a gangbang.
all right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk about. Okay, we had the press secretary for Biden was talking about distributing aid to different different hurricane victims. We had Helene. How do you I can't for the life of me say this thing.
Helene.
Helene. And then also you had Milton. I know how to say that one. But
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
I did it. I did it.
Yay.
But anyways, here, check this out. Press conference.
The administration has money to send to Lebanon without Congress coming back. But Congress does have to come back to approve money to send to people in North Carolina. Do I have that right?
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That one was edited though, but it is from the same one. She was. Yeah, it's interesting, right? You can send money overseas for foreign aid, and a president can just say, "Hey, you know what? Here's a check. Israel, Ukraine, Lebanon, whoever needs it. Here's $500 million. Here's $40 billion to Ukraine, whatever it is, right? They just YOLO it out. They just send it. But then they're like, hey, we need some money for hurricane. Well, let's ask Congress. The victims' houses are underwater. Well, we got FEMA set up, but let's go. Let's wait till Congress gets in. Obviously, this isn't urgent, so let's send it to Congress. Let them decide if they want to send money. Oh, by the way, Ukraine just called, so they need more money. Let's send it. Send it. Hit the Zelle button. Like it's.
You know, that $750 they get is a loan.
Is it?
It's a loan.
The $750 that they were like hyping up?
Per household, not per person. Per household is a loan. You got to pay back.
What is $750 gonna do if my entire house is in shambles? Like I'm not.
You know, actually, you should announce your run for FEMA director in the next administration because the questions you're asking, I feel like no one's asked.
Like
Seriously.
Yeah, it's what they'll say though is, well, we're not sending money. We're sending like older military equipment that equates to that amount of money.
They ain't nothing old about a bomb. It still explodes. Like my thing is like their thing is we are making sure Israel has a right to defend itself. What the fuck they need a 6,000-pound bomb for to defend itself? At what point does a 6,000-pound bomb defend yourself? It's got one use and one use case only. It's to level multiple buildings at one time. And so I don't know. Also, here's another one. This was Biden yesterday. So Biden hasn't been at the press conferences in a while. His press secretary's been there. I think it's been a couple months since he's been at the podium. And so yesterday, we saw they wheeled out Joe Biden. The puppet strings brought him out on stage. So here we go.
About his plans relating to retaliation.
He's coming over to help with the storm.
Mr. President, have you spoken with former President Trump at all?
Are you kidding me?
Information?
Mr. President Trump, former President Trump, get a life, man. Help these people.
Will you hold him accountable? You
What?
said you were going to hold those accountable.
why is
What?
Public will hold them accountable. You better in a press forum account because you know the truth.
Well, do you plan to speak with
But
former
what
President Trump?
context was he? Maybe I missed it, but what context?
The man doesn't know where he's at.
Well, we know that.
Okay, so listen to the question again.
Mr. President, have you spoken with former President Trump at all?
Are you kidding me?
In reference to what, though? To the hurricanes?
So
Yeah, there is no contest. You gotta probably go a little more earlier because I don't know what is the question about.
But that clip doesn't go early.
Relating to retaliation.
He's coming over to help with the storm.
Of the storm. Okay.
So they were talking about the storm.
Get a life, man. Help him out. The guy who's not
And
a
so
president.
they're talking about what they're doing for the storm. I did see. I don't have it pulled up, but I did see another interview or another clip of this that had more context to it. But basically, the long line of questions, most of them were in regards to the hurricane and the response from the executive branch, and they were saying that there's FEMA there. Anyways, he was going through all the things, but then they were like, "Hey, what do you think? Have you spoken to Trump?" And then he's like, "Get a life, man." He's like. And then the fact, it's just kind of weird that he spoke to Trump to go help them. Like
Isn't
he's
that his
commanding.
job?
Yeah, it's your executive office's job. There's no shortage of help to foreign nations, but here domestically for the people that our houses are underwater, it's
well, Trump
Mr.
did set up a
President
GoFundMe.
Trump.
yeah.
Which
Former
is-
President Trump. Get a life, man. Help these people.
Will you both
Help these people.
Help
Get a
these
life, man,
President
help
Donald
these
Trump.
people. Like, I don't-
But also, Kamala Harris went during the whole thing. She went on a podcast called "Call Her Daddy"
Yeah.
instead of helping these people. But he's mad at Trump.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what's funny is people started catching on when Kamala has been like on these live interviews. Biden's held a press conference or Biden is taking questions from reporters. So they're saying he's trying to like one up her or upend her on her public appearances by also appearing and directly contradicting what she is saying. She went out and answered questions on a tarmac about Governor DeSantis in Florida and how he's not picking up her phone calls. And then on the other end, Biden's like, no, he's done a great job. I've been in contact with the current governor of Florida. He's doing a great job. When she's saying something different. So a lot of people are saying he's trying to harpoon her campaign. So I don't know, something interesting there.
All right, so we get to the community's favorite segment. We just started it last week. On the back end of this, we're going to talk some Tesla, though. But the meme minute. So the team here has gathered up all of our favorite memes throughout the week.
Really? Because I was never asked to provide any.
I also was
weren't.
not asked.
You were not. But we do got the staff.
Robin and I sit down with you.
Oh,
For
great.
hours,
So
hours.
I got a
It should be a good
couple.
one.
I got a couple. The team here's got a couple. So without further ado, we're gonna go through the hottest memes
Wow.
that
goody.
Bold Broadcasting has found over the last week. All right, so
Is the cologne one in there?
no,
No.
no cologne one. So all right, so first one, you got 523 days without sex. This turkey sandwich better chill the fuck out.
Looking real crispy right there.
That's a meaty sandwich.
That's a juicy turkey right there, my dude.
All right, and then next up we got Disney out here letting the Oogie Boogie roam around with his Oogie Boogussy on display.
That looks like a manta ray.
That's no manta ray. That's
Robin, are you on also day 523?
I might be. All right. So next up, we got. So all this talk of the Optimus robot. This is a quote from the Terminator. From was it Sean Carter? What's the guy's name?
John
Terminator.
Carter.
Sean O'Connor?
Sean O'Connor. Yeah.
No.
So the 600 series had rubber skin. We easily spotted them, but these are new. They look human, sweet, bad breath, everything. They're hard to spot.
Girl, that says sweat.
Sweat.
Yeah, girl.
Sweat.
Sweet.
My bad. So
sweet.
bad breath, sweat. They're hard to spot. So is this the 600 series, the early style Terminator? And now they
You know,
have.
I'm happy for Zuck, man. He's done a complete 180. The dude went from, is he an alien, to
Barely human.
an alien lizard, a Decepticon,
Oh,
Pretty cool guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he went from
Whoever is his brand manager or his stylist, hats off to you, because man, that dude, complete 180.
Yeah,
I like it.
He went from like hard to talk to a girl to Mr. Steal Your Girl right there on the right. So
Shout out to Zuck. I like the change.
all right, now let's get into some Diddy memes.
Oh, great.
We got P. Diddy is Nacho Libre.
That's cool. Nacho Libre is beautiful.
That was such a good movie. Nacho Libre.
Also, we have American singer songwriter Stevie Wonder defends Diddy. Said, "I didn't see anything illegal."
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
All right, and
Can
then
you imagine if he did see stuff like
then we got Northern Lights, and then Southern Lights, and so
yeah, that's not very funny.
all right. Then we'll round it out with when Kamala worked at McDonald's.
That's foul.
Oh,
Is that Grimace?
that's the Hamburglar.
She giving him a McFlurry
So,
when you spin.
do it for the memes, bro.
Do it for the memes.
Do it for
And the Macho Libre was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre. So, all right. So if you missed it yesterday, if you haven't been plugged into social media since last night, Tesla, they had a big event. I don't even know what the hell it was. It was just like a big party. I don't know. I wish I would have went.
I could not get away from Tesla news yesterday, man.
Dude,
Just Tesla.
yeah. So Tesla had an unveil. And so we saw about a year ago, they had the Optimus robot. They rolled it out on stage, right? Comes out, does little dance moves, waves, talks a little bit. But man, oh man, how much progress they have made since the last time we saw the Optimus robot. But here we go. I'm just gonna play a little bit of this reveal here. This is per the Tesla X handle. There you go. Check it out.
Speaking of robots, so everything we've developed for our cars, the batteries, power electronics, the advanced motors, gearboxes, the software, the AI inference computer, it all actually applies to a humanoid robot. It's the same techniques. It's just a robot with arms and legs instead of a robot with wheels. And we've made a lot of progress with Optimus. And as you can see, we started it with someone in a robot suit, sort of down, and then we've progressed dramatically year after
Pretty
year.
crazy, right? Like,
so if you extrapolate
shit,
this,
man.
you think it's scary? I think
you're
it's
gonna
cool,
have something
man.
Yeah.
It has
something that anyone
a little bit of a freakish
so you can
appeal
have-
to
I
it.
just
Your own
cannot
personal
get the
R2D2
vision
CPU
Of it holding
from
it
the
in
Iron
AR.
Man movie where the dude hacked into all of them and just turned it against the people.
At
I
scale,
can't. I can't do it,
This
dude.
would cost something like, I don't know, $20,000-$30,000.
So 20 to
Less
30
than a
grand for
car.
one of these
My
robots.
prediction, long term.
And
it'll take us a minute to get to the long term. But
so he's saying that they're not available for purchase yet. But you know, they're
fundamentally
showing
at
them
scale,
wandering around the house, you
robot,
know,
you should be
doing
able
chores,
to
grabbing
buy an
mail,
Optimus robot
watering the plants.
for probably $20,000 to $30,000.
Yeah, a little creepy, I'll be honest with you.
No,
but
that's scary.
you think it's scary?
Oh yeah.
Would you get one?
No.
No.
I
Maybe.
would.
I can't.
I told you I
course you
get two.
would.
I get two of these things. Over here, wiping. They're showing it like entertaining hosts. You know, being a host, entertaining, unloading groceries, things of that nature. So basically, like a personal assistant. And if this is what it looks like now, I'm curious to see what this will evolve into, say 2-3 years from now, because the last spotting of Optimus, the functionality has grown tenfold. So I'm just curious, what is this thing going to look like, you know, 2 years from now, or especially when it goes out for sale or production. So here,
okay, go ahead.
Here's someone having a conversation with the robot. Kind of crazy.
Optimus. People here today. It's insane. It's even talking.
Say hi to my friend John. John? Where's John?
Right here.
Oh, hello, John.
How are you?
How you doing?
That's crazy. I'm
Where are
talking
you
to a
from,
robot. From San Jose. Probably from where you were born in Silicon Valley.
Wonderful. Where do you live in San Jose? Do you live in Almond Valley or do you live in Santa Teresa area?
No, I live in Los Gatos.
Los Gatos. Oh, wonderful. Very nice area.
Where do you live?
Beautiful hiking I hear out there.
There is. Where do you live?
I live in Palo Alto at the current moment.
It's so weird.
Figures.
Listen to this question right here.
This is awesome.
That's where they train us, that's where we get our builds, and that's where we work with a wonderful group of people.
What's the hardest thing about being a robot?
Trying to learn how to be as human as you guys are.
That's
fucking weird, man. That's fucking weird. No.
Yeah, and then over here working, pouring some drinks, and so they were also showing the robot was IDing people, and so checking for age. So people were showing the ID, and it was scanning the ID in real time, verifying their age, and then pouring them a drink.
Okay. If you live in a household with a significant other, there's consequences to like pissing them off, right? Sleep on the couch, whatever it is. Can you imagine pissing off your robot at home? I would be scared shitless. I would not be able to sleep. I would lock my doors, and even if I lock my doors, dude probably knows how to get in. I don't trust him.
Yeah, what if you came home and it was like you left
Where
the
have you
garage open when you went to work?
There will be
talked about this.
consequences.
Remember we talked about this?
Yeah, I can't do it, man.
I have a baby robot. Somebody could have came in and stole it. like what?
Look, are there positives? Yeah, but I
Whether you want it or not, it's coming.
It ain't coming in my house.
reality.
It's just like everybody say when they went from the horses and buggy to the first car. At least we
But
have
the car can't talk to you, and
but
This
fuck
car
then.
can talk to you.
That's my point.
The taxi. So taxi's coming under $30,000.
Every
So
taxi company.
$20,000 to $30,000, and you ask yourself, like, how is it so cheap for they have a fully automated taxi? Well, no steering wheel, no back seat, no dashboard, nothing. Just simple drivetrain and AI. And so this is what the robo taxis look like. And look at that, just 2 chairs and a screen. And you sit in this thing. And then you just close the doors and you pick a destination. And that's it. That's
What happens? Technology fails all the time. What happens if technology fails? Then what?
Like, I like this
Alright.
idea, but
There
I
we go.
just don't see it ending well.
Going wide.
I like this idea better than. But then again, like,
so you can buy this for yourself for transport.
First thing I notice is the interior is really quiet. It's well sealed.
You buy this for yourself.
Okay, but
or you can
The
just
ride
use it
is
as a ride,
the
right?
taxi companies are gonna buy a shitload of these, like Uber drivers, taxi drivers, Grubhub drivers.
I think it's like a vending machine now, right? You set it and forget it, right? And you just come by and service it every once in a while. And so I think that you buy a fleet of these. You have, say, a couple $1 million. You get a warehouse full of charging stations. You pack it full of these taxis. Every Uber driver is losing their job, right? Eventually, over time. It's not gonna happen abruptly, but I think over the course of 5 to 10 years, this is supposed to go on sale next year. And so if this goes on sale next year at a price point of $20,000 to $30,000, you can't even buy a car for that much anymore.
Yeah.
Go buy any 4-door sedan that you can drive an Uber over 20 grand for sure. Most of them are still over 30 grand, and you don't have to pay for a driver. So if I was Uber and I was looking at this situation as did perhaps Blockbuster, as did the New York Times, as did any company that technology essentially deemed them irrelevant. The technology here, you either get on board and you make that part of your business, or you get left behind. The taxi companies are done. First of all, this is going to be the final shot that puts the taxi companies out. I'm talking about the traditional taxi driver, where you got some guy, some immigrant that has his green card that's driving a taxi in a major city. That is going to go away.
Think about like the other effects. Like Could it drive down the price of car insurance? We know, we talk about like, what are the things that are becoming more expensive? Car insurance year over year consistently is the highest inflated product. And it's something that people have to have. Now, the way car insurance works is they take they de-risk on the entire group of a town, a municipality, or a state. If you're having less drivers, thus decreasing the amount of DUIs, the amount of speeding, the amount of accidents caused by these issues, could that drive the cost of insurance down for the vast majority of people? Could it drive the cost of goods down? Right? You assume like Tesla already has semi trucks that are electric.
Nice, yeah.
So there are benefits for like humans, but I just think I don't know, man. I agree they're here. We can't do anything about it, but it's still weird. It's still kind of creepy. What do you think, Ashley?
What do you do if you get in a car accident with one of these things?
Like
that's the point. I don't think you do. It's not going to be at the fault of Tesla unless there's a glitch or a computer program. But we've already seen them running in California in their test areas for quite some time. And I think we've had like 2 accidents, which if you think about all the time.
So who's liable then?
Yeah.
In a lawsuit, who's liable? Is it Tesla?
Probably. But at the same
time. They
time.
have a camera and everything, and they probably see whose fault it is.
Yeah.
I know,
well, it does.
But if the thing malfunctions and it's
how many lives are they saving, right? If you take 10,000 drivers and you follow them around for 5 years, how many accidents are 10,000 drivers going to have?
No, I agree.
And you replace those 10,000 drivers with autonomous cars, how many accidents?
There's going to be a lot less.
If there's 2 accidents at the fault of the autonomous car versus 2,000 for the other group, I mean, it's a no-brainer that in itself is. You're going to have, I guess you say, some casualties, right? I mean, there's going to be issues with the software, but as long as it's kind of like a car, like an airplane crash, right? It gets headlines, everyone's spooked, but you have one airplane crash every few years, like a major one. And how many flights are there internationally every day? And so the odds of getting in a crash in an airplane is so minute. But it's still very important because you're kind of at the mercy of the plane, right? And I feel like it's very comparable to what you're seeing here with Tesla. You know that the chances of getting in a car accident are extremely minute, but there's always that fear that, oh my God, what if I get in a car accident? I have no control. There's no steering wheel.
But imagine another benefit also. You have for instance, this car, your own car, bring you to work, drop you off. You don't have to worry about find parking, so you save time over there. You can be doing something else while it drives. You can go back home. So if you have just one car for a household, you can go back home. Your wife can use the car, go whatever she wants, and then the car come and pick you up when you're done working. So the benefits are limitless.
There's definitely a lot of benefits. I think it also makes people more productive.
I think so.
He made a really good point. Go drop me off at work, go back home, and then drop my wife off at work.
Yeah, you can
one car.
One car for you save a lot of money with that.
Yeah. I forget. I think it was Phillip Rivers, the old quarterback of the Chargers. He used to live about 2 hours from the practice facility, and he had a driver. And he said in that 2-hour car drive, he would be studying game film. And so if you live in a highly populated area like Los Angeles, and it takes you 45 minutes, an hour to get to work, that's 45 minutes to an hour of you not having to worry about driving, and you could be productive. You can get a head start and emails. And I mean, I don't know, man. I definitely think there's net benefits, but
yeah, definitely also you're not stressed out.
But we talk about like power grids getting hacked and technology failing. I mean, if this happens on a mass scale, like who's held liable? Somebody's got to pay for it. Somebody's got to be liable. Could this be something that takes a company like Tesla out of business?
There's no way it would take Tesla.
I'm just saying, if something bad happens and you got a class action lawsuit,
I mean, you look at any big company. There's always inherent risk in running a business. Yeah. If you got a retail store, slip and fall doesn't mean that you don't open up a location. Well, what happens if somebody slips and fall?
There was a glitch in the airport. A month or 2 ago. There was a glitch of all the flights were down.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do about it? So,
I mean, you're never gonna operate a business that doesn't have problems, right? Doesn't have liability from lawsuit. I think it's just no matter what business you're in, you're going to have liability of lawsuit, whether you're a doctor, malpractice, a lawyer for, whatever malpractice things they do there as well. Yeah, I think it's just part of the business. And I don't know. I know you were about to say something, Ashley. Did you have something else to chime in on this?
I think I might have lost my train of thought. I do like the idea of it. I just feel like there's only some situations that a human can get out of in a car. And I don't know if this...
Yeah, it's like there's a reason they have a pilot where a plane, 99% of the time, there's an autopilot that flies it.
Yeah.
Now, what if you were driving? Okay, so what if you had a loved one? Say you had a kid, like your daughter or son or whatever it is. They're driving. Let's just say a truck goes into oncoming traffic. So you're driving. You're 60 miles an hour. And there's a truck coming in front of you. Would you rather have your son or your daughter try to maneuver out of the way, not hit a guardrail, not hit the car next to them, not get an oncoming crash, maneuver out of it? Or would you rather put her in an autonomous car that can think about the probabilities of escaping that crash and can divert from the accident?
In real time?
Yes, because I've seen that. I've seen videos where a Tesla's about to get in a crash. Say there's a car, that ran a red light or whatever it is, and it'll make an evasive maneuver and avoid the crash.
Well, I know Teslas already brake on their own and stuff, but I don't know.
I'm talking about the full autonomous. Yeah, they do brake on their own, but there's the self-drive mode you can put on your car, and they've avoided car crashes because of negligence of other drivers.
Yeah.
And so my question to y'all is, if you had a loved one and you put them behind the wheel, would you rather them try to evade that car accident themselves, or would you trust more an autonomous that has run these scenarios millions, if not billions of times in simulation?
Yeah, there is a lot of benefit. A lot of benefit. Imagine if you are a mom, you have a year-old toddler, and you can sit on the back now. You don't have to drive, put in the seat, go all through. You need two people. Now you can go by yourself. It's going to drop you off wherever. Your kids, you take care of your kids. I mean, I see a lot of benefit.
Would you
I would rather have a robo-car than a robot.
Okay, but back to the question. I'm curious. Would you rather have your loved one try to defend themselves in that situation, or would you trust them to be in a Tesla to auto drive it out of that situation?
Probably a Tesla.
What about you?
In the Tesla. People are getting so lazy now. We got cars that drive themselves. We're lazy.
Hey, Andrea, look, there is a truck coming in front of me. It's okay. I'm going to just crash it.
Like,
that's the way
we got robots doing shit for us. Like,
yeah, I mean,
no wonder.
At the end of the day,
so
like
high.
if we have a AI or robots doing everything for us, like what are we gonna do?
Like, what are we gonna do?
Nothing. Like, humanity is gonna cease to exist.
You ever seen WALL-E?
No.
Everyone's just like sitting up. They're all fat, sitting on the spaceship.
I can't get fat.
That's what I'm saying. That's why obesity is gonna be even more higher.
Yeah, America's already at 70%.
Like.
And so y'all
so lazy.
So you got the robo taxi, but you also got the robo van. And so take a look at this thing.
That thing looks so good.
So this is, obviously you got the taxi, a 2-seater, but you have the van, and then this thing just pops open and it fits up to 20 people. Also, it'll be able to move cargo. So autonomous cargo. Perhaps you're delivering food for a restaurant. Perhaps you're delivering.
What about Amazon?
Amazon, yeah. And so, you combine this with the Optimus bot, right? Say this was an Amazon delivery driver, and it has like 3 robots that are just delivering packages. And so look at that. I mean, kind of interesting, man.
That would be dope. I'd do that as a party bus. There was rumors that how Apple was coming out with an autonomous car, the Apple car. And then they abruptly stopped it.
Did they?
I've seen some stuff online that the reason they did is because they saw what Tesla was doing. And they're like, yeah, we can't compete with that.
You think so?
Yeah. I've seen it from credible sources. Yeah. I mean, Elon Musk is going to go down as, is he going to be more revolutionary than like an Albert Einstein or...
I mean, the dude
like
is
a Nikola Tesla.
That's what you need, people with money, right? if you take the world's richest person and you can say, hey, what do you want to do with this, right? You want to just go buy exotic cars and overly sized yachts, fine art, big ass mansions, donated to charity. And so that's what you've gotten accustomed to hearing rich people spend their money on. And then there's people that are trying to push humanity forward. Now, whether or not it is cloaked as a means of control, or, because you say like, hey, he's got the X platform, it's free speech. You also have the Neuralink, he has the potential with his companies to essentially control the world, right? You control the communication through the satellites, the internet. You control the travel, how you get around. You control the robots that are in your house. You can control the people with actual physical chips in their freaking spinal cord. And so do you fear that this power, and maybe there's two sides of Elon. Maybe there's a forward-facing, hey, I'm good for humanity, or maybe it's just a Trojan horse to control the world, right? I mean, I sometimes think about that because at my core, I think that Elon's a good person. He's beneficial to the humanity, but maybe he's trying to build a robotic army, control people, control the internet, and control social media. It can get a little overwhelming and scary at times.
Sure, but I mean, I don't think that's happening.
You don't think so?
It could.
Do you think there's a chance that
I think
with that power?
I think there's a better chance if the dude builds it out and some entity or government steps in, throw in like a freaking CBDC, like a controlled currency, to where you're getting ready to go to work. Oh, sorry, or you want to go out with friends. Oh, sorry, you're like in China, they have social scores, right? Where if your social score drops, they have face scanning IDs everywhere. You can't get money out of your account. You can't go here. You can't go to a restaurant. You can't go within a 15-mile, outside of a 10-mile vicinity of where you live. I don't know. It's just, it's scary shit, man. But I don't think it's from the Elon side of it. I think it's just in general, having the technology and the people that I don't really trust getting a hold of that and then kind of controlling our everyday lives.
Sometimes the people that because you're saying you trust Elon, right? That's kind of what you're saying. What I'm saying is that sometimes these big faces.
I'm saying it's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
That's what I'm saying.
It could be, sure.
You look at Mr. Beast. He was supposed to be this philanthropist. He's supposed to be this guy that reinvests all of his money, and then it comes to find out.
Yeah, you look at Diddy. We thought he was giving people, recording deals, but he was lubing them up and.
Yeah, I mean, Bill Cosby is a great example. I mean, he was literally the
America's dad,
the poster figure for being a father, right? And so
he just had too much fun with them pudding pups.
Yeah, man.
Put him in the freezer.
He was the most in-demand speaker for graduation was Bill Cosby. He had the highest price tag, right? He was the one that people wanted the most. And then you look where he fell from grace. And so I just think that maybe there's more to it. I lean 100%. I lean towards the fact that dude is progressing civilization, right? Whether or not you agree with electric cars, it's good to have competition, right? It's good to build out that sector. I think at some point we will get away from fossil fuels. Is there going to be a transition that is painful and getting the resources and building out the infrastructure counterintuitive to the short-term mission as far as being green? Yeah, probably. But I think it's a net positive to have different sources of cars. I think that expanding space travel to the private industry instead of the United States government and NASA funding all interstellar projects, whether it's interstellar travel, satellites, things of that nature. I think it's good to offload that onto the private sector. And I don't know. I think that he is very progressive when it comes to moving the civilization forward.
There's a song, "No One Man Should Have All That Power." I think it was Jay-Z. Anyway.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for today's show. But come back and check us out next week. And we would love to to hear your thoughts in the comment section. So if you enjoyed today's show, drop that in the comment section, and we'll be back at you next Friday for Bold Broadcasting live here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Until next time, peace.